Hello friends, Namaskaram. Today we will discuss Section 12 of Prevention of Corruption Act. Section 12 of Prevention of Corruption Act inter alia deals with punishment for abetment of offences. It says that whoever abets any offence punishable under the Prevention of Corruption Act would be responsible. And apart from that, it is submitted that whether the offence is committed in consequence of that abetment or not, it is totally immaterial. So whenever there is an abetment concerning offences punishable under Prevention of Corruption Act, Section 12 of PC Act would be applicable. Now the important question arises, what abetment is? The definition of abetment is not given in PC Act. So we have to understand the definition of abetment given in Section 107 of IPC. And even the protocols regarding abetment is given in BNS. As far as the legal protocol is concerned, Section 107 of IPC is quite important on the subject. A person abets the doing of a thing. That is the important point to be noted. To apply the concept of abetment, it must be shown that the person abets the doing of a thing who instigate another person to do that thing. Instigate means inducing. For example, Mr. A is a public servant. He is having a limited salary, but despite of that, he is having luxury asset. During the course of survey, it is found that the Benami transactions were done in the name of his wife by him. The set fed inter alia, indicating that whenever the asset is created, concerned wife or public servant never raised a negative objection to abstain the concerned public servant from doing the same. In that scenario, the concerned lady would be responsible in category of abetment as defined under Section 107 of IPC. Because she is going to instigate the public servant to have the Benami transactions, and that's why in consequence of instigation the public servant did the same, resulted in luxury asset creation. In that scenario, the public servant would be responsible as per Section 13 subclause 1 subclause E of PC Act, and the concerned lady means the wife of public servant would be responsible as per Section 12 of PC Act. But to evade from the said liability, there must be evidences on record that there is no active participation, and apart from that, the allegations are barred and the case is brought by the concerned prosecution on mere surmises and conjecture. If the said scenarios are not brought on the record, the said legal liability cannot be rebuted and the concerned person would be responsible as per law. Apart from that, the second protocol is that a person abet the doing of a thing who inter alia engage with one or more than one person or person in any conspiracy for doing that thing. If an act or illegal omission takes place in pursuance of that conspiracy, in that condition the person would be responsible as if he is abetting the doing of a thing. So the second element of abetment is by the way of conspiracy. If the concerned person abetting the offence inter alia has a conspiracy with one or more than one person, in consequence of conspiracy and illegal omission or act takes place, in that scenario the person would be liable for abetting. For example, as far as case of Prevention Act is concerned, A say to B, you may collect money from Mr. C on my behalf and you may retain your share and could provide me my share. In that scenario, Mr. A is engaged with Mr. B. If the said act is committed in pursuance of that conspiracy, in that scenario, Mr. A would be responsible for abetting Mr. B for doing the act in pursuance of that conspiracy. As far as point number 3 is concerned, it is basically concerned with the protocol intentional aid, which may be by any act or by illegal omission, so that the thing could be done. For example, Mr. A is a public servant. He is having illegal asset, but to conceal the same from the eyes of law enforcement agency, Mr. B inter alia added Mr. A, and the money is laundered with the help of Mr. C. In that scenario, Mr. B would be liable in category intentional aiding and also under category for having a criminal conspiracy to help the doing of a thing. So, by the bare perusal of section 12 of PC Act and section 107 of IPC, we could say that any person, whether he is a private person or a public servant, could be liable for abetment. And for this, there must be evidences on the record that the concerned person either instigated or intentionally aided or inter alia has a conspiracy, so that the thing could be done in consequence of abetment. In that scenario, the person would be responsible, otherwise not. So whenever you are going to contest your case which is based on section 12 of PC Act, you have to observe all these elements and have to review your case so that the entire position could be before you and you could decide how to proceed in the case. If still you are having the casual approach towards your case, then no one could save you. So I request all of you to review the case in light of section 107 of IPC and section 12 of PC Act, so that we could have the effective defense on record and we could be succeeded ourselves from being prosecuted in a false corruption case. See you in the next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.